This is another painting from a patron. It seems okay when you look at each part in the face, like the left eye, right eye, the nose, but it's something actually pretty crucial. I understand that you would like to make it more expressive, unless you want to create a painting look like this, and this, and this, and this. If you want to create a portrait painting, they actually more look like a realistic person that you and your client can be identified, the correct proportion, personality, and so on. Let's look into it together to see what is the issue. When I first look at it, I can tell you're rushing through the second step. The first step is you define the composition, and then you define the proportion, the movement. On the left hand side, there's the reference. Let's take a look at the center line. The center line actually starting from the forehead and coming down here. Where is the center? So you can get the overall movement, how much the face is actually tilted. Let's take a look at the eye, from here to on this side, and the mouth, their eyebrows. You can see the left side of the face and the right side of the face is very much reflected. It's not exactly because her face is turning toward a little bit to the right side. Let's take a look at what you have on your portrait. And starting from the forehead, going through the nose, go through the mouth and coming down to the bottom of the chin. Maybe going even a little bit more to the right. You can see the space between the two eyes. And now take a look at the eyes and take a look at the mouth. And you can see the difference going toward the opposite angle. From the reference, going a little bit tilted to the right side. Or maybe you intentionally change the angle. So this is the first thing. You need to pay attention to that. You want to try to capture overall angles first. Second thing, you did not actually spend enough time on the measurement, and the proportion is very important. First, need to start from the composition, start from the proportion, because you do want to capture the likeness of the person. Starting from the band over here, from here, and the chin over here. Where is actually the middle? I guess that will be the middle is about the eyebrows line. I'm not sure that is true. If I draw a line for the top over here, and now I'm going to move this line coming down over here. Let's see. Almost, not exactly. Actually, the top is even a little bit longer than the bottom over here. From the hairband to the eyebrows, a little bit bigger than from the eyebrows to the chin. So let's take a look at what you have here. And this is the eyebrows, and this is the chin. So you can see that from the hairband coming down to the eyebrows, and from the eyebrows to the chin, it actually the opposite. The bottom over here now is longer than the top portion. That show you did not make a solid comparison before you move on to going into the small details measurement. And also you look at the width of the face compared to the whole height of the face. It is not in the right proportion either. Portrait painting is not that difficult. The difficult part is that whether or not you follow each step, start from the foundation and going step by step and moving up like this. This process, it may take a little bit longer. It maybe take months, maybe take years to become your own second nature. So what I would suggest you to do is still following this step. If you need to, go back to look at my portrait painting. For portrait drawing and painting, proportion is very important. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to find the proportion and the relationship from a bigger to smaller and smaller step by step. First, I need to confirm whether or not this is going to be the top, whether or not the whole shape in the right size, in the right location. So I'm going to roughly draw the triangle. Focus one step at a time. It's exactly the vertical line coming down. The corner of the mouth is 1/3, but it's curved a little and got into the middle. Is the mouth actually look a little bit smaller. Now roughly, we just get all the proportion in place. Step-by-step manner. And I emphasized how important, what function of each step. Each step, you give it enough time before you move forward to the next step and next step. Especially in the first step is called how to do the composition and find the correct proportion. Go back to take a look at that as a VIP or higher member. You can get the photo reference step by step following whole drawing process and go into the painting. Don't rush, don't skip. As you practice and practice, your own expression, your own understanding will show in the painting. We are all different. We like different things. You would use your own instinct to pick up the different details. At the end, your own painting will always going to have your own distinguished style and expression. But at this point, I suggest you don't rush. Learn the steps to create a solid portrait painting. Today is going to be my first day running in 2018.